It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Back to the ground after the penalty. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
What a start here defensively. The offense comes out trying to establish a little ground game, and this defense looks like they knew what those first two calls were going to be all along, taking them back for a loss and sets up a 3rd and long.
Dak facing 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run here with the rookie. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Mozzie Smith, the former first-round pick, makes the play. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Giants first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
First and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw. That one taken in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. From the 35, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Here's Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Two yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 37 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll try to run for it. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Play fake. Prescott. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 32 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Prescott on 1st down. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd down, Prescott. That one knocked away and incomplete. Paulson Adebo, the good coverage, gets his hand in there to knock it away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On the give, it's Tracy. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now, faking the give, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run with Tracy. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Prescott. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Oh, a loose football. One of the Giants has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Open man, Matt Slayton. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to the air one more time. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. A dive, and he's in! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Giants are out on top. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. In motion, it's Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts. 3rd and 14.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Good blocking, and he's in. Dak Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys back within 7. It's 24-17. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Woo! And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he's going to pick it up. He'll take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Dak to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll throw again, Dak. And that is incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Taking off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's complete left side to Pickens. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We'll try the right side this time. Not much there, maybe a yard. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Slayton. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Third and 9. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.